Hi, everybody. This is Alice, and I'm from ACR Health. And today I am with the incredible Chuck Simpson, who is the team captain from Team Stumblers. Welcome, Chuck. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us. Tell me and everyone more about how you got connected to ACR Health and what brings you to the AIDS Walk Run.
Hey, Allison. Hey, everyone. It is a thrill to be here with you. Thank you for asking me. I got involved with ACR Health back when it was AIDS Community Resources. And many years ago, Will Murtaugh and I were both on the coordinating committee for the Names Project AIDS Memorial Quilt Display in Syracuse. And after that, I also was a traveling quilt display coordinator for the Names Project for a while, as a representation of the foundation. So as someone who has lived through the HIV era of the 80s and 90s, and also who works in education and really wants to try to make things better for LGBTQ youth, the AIDS Walk Run is obviously it's just a place that works for me, and it's a charity that I can certainly get right behind.
And that you do. You have led Team Stumblers for how many years?
So this is probably, I think, my 12th year as the team captain, but it could be 11, it could be 13.
I like to just throw ish around, yeah.
You know, at this point in time in my life, all the years kind of start to meld together.
Exactly. It just keeps getting better. And so each of those years, you have been an incredible fundraiser. Any tips that you want to share for how you approach fundraising or how you raise these incredible amount of dollars?
Well, you know, I consider myself incredibly lucky. I have such great support from families and friends and colleagues at Upstate Medical where I work. People who just understand that this is a charity and a walk that is what I believe in. It's my heart for walking. It is my one time of the year that I reach out to folks and ask for money. I know that many of us get asked for funds for any number of walks and any number of charity fund drives, all of which are incredibly important to the folks. And this is my one for the year. I try to make sure that it's one and only one. And it's not easy. Fundraising is not easy. You work in development, you know that. Asking people for money is not easy, especially this year, it's not easy.
Yes.
So I think as you're reaching out to folks, you're understanding that folks have less discretionary income, they have less money, and we all understand that, you know, the basic needs have to come first. We have to take care of our families and our friends before we can help take care of others. But we still have to ask. We still have to put the ask out there. We have to acknowledge that it's a difficult time, but we also want to remind folks that, especially in these times, it's when charities and not-for-profits are having the hardest time raising money and the needs are almost the greatest. So do what you can. You put a smile on your face. You explain to people why you're doing what you're doing. Explain to them what a difference they're making in our community and all of our community. And you just keep pushing forward.
Yeah, so many people are afraid to ask, number one, like you said, and so many more people are afraid to ask now because it's a struggle. But I think, like you said, if this is a cause that matters to you, that it's still worth asking, and people will respect completely for that. Now, tell us what you're doing with one of your major fundraising events every year. How have you flipped to a virtual format for Beer Bingo?
So Beer Bingo this year, yes, is going to be virtual. And I'm really excited by the feedback that we're getting from people. They're happy that there's something going on that they're used to going to every year, even though it's going to be different this year, just as the walk is going to be different.
Correct.
We're going to gather together virtually, have a great time, and we're going to raise some monies for the AIDS Walk Run, ACR Health. We're going to do a virtual Beer Bingo this year. Tickets are currently on sale. We've been reaching out to folks, and we have some great celebrity hosts that are going to host our bingo games.
Mm-hmm.
Our first host we announced yesterday, and that's the incomparable Aggie Dune, who is a
Yes.
wonderful drag entertainer from Rochester.
Yes.
We're going to have a few other surprise guest hosts coming up, but I don't want to tease those out there. I want to send them out
Yeah.
as people start to get excited for the event.
For
And,
sure.
we're all learning this virtual world. We're all
Yes, we
learning
are.
about how we can do things differently. Um,
Yes.
and unfortunately, I think we're going to have to take these skills that we're learning now and use them even more in the
For a
future.
while. And it's
So,
really testing our creativity. I think it's helping to, shake everything up a bit. So long time fundraisers can still happen. They just look a little bit different. And we use these amazing technological resources that we have. And, I love the idea that if you didn't live in Syracuse before, you couldn't participate in beer bingo. Now you can live in Florida and participate in beer bingo. And so it opens up our networks and our audience to so many more people. So there is that bright side of the coin for sure. Any
it's
last tidbits or encouragement for people?
No, I think I would just tell people, don't get discouraged this year. We're all having folks who have been great supporters of ours over the years say, I'm sorry, I just can't this year.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have anything to do with ACR Health. It doesn't have anything to do with our charity or us as fundraisers. It's
Correct.
just really tough out there right now.
Yeah.
So, just remember that no matter what amount of money that we raise, we're making a difference in the community. We're
Yes.
making a difference for those who are needing our support through all the different programs that ACR Health offers. And especially the most important part for me is doing something important for our LGBTQ youth and their
Most
allies.
definitely. Most definitely.
That's where my heart is at as an educator, is making sure that we're showing support to those young people out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And every dollar is going to make a difference.
Yes.
We've got a few weeks yet to go.
Oh, yes, we do.
Push. And
Yep.
the other thing I'll just say is that, sometimes you have to remind folks. Folks
Mm-hmm.
forget.
Yep.
So because you emailed them, you called them, you said, would you support me? Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they forget. It's
Send them a
okay.
text. Yep.
It's okay to
Send them a
remind
message on
them,
Facebook. Yep.
hey, we've only got 5 more days to the walk. I hope I can count on you.
Yes, and always remember the last 2 weeks before an event is when everybody does their final push. So that's not to give up hope before then. Chuck, I want to thank you incredibly for doing this interview on behalf of ACR Health, for all of your help throughout the years, and on behalf of our clients and our community, I want to thank you so much for all of your financial as well as your just your support, your Eunice, and everything that you bring with you. We really, really appreciate it. And if you have questions, please reach out to us. We're at acrhealth.org/events. You can find the AIDS Walk Run link there. You can also call us. We have tons of services. All of our services are still available in different forms. That's 315-475-2430. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday, June 7th for the 28th annual virtual AIDS Walk Run. Thank you. Be well. Bye.
Thanks, Allison.